Hey guys, and welcome back to Ferguson Family Danes. Today we will be finding out how many puppies Moon is going to be having, and we're moving Clover and her puppies out to the garage to prepare for Moon. So it is Friday. I filmed part of the vlog today and I'm just editing, but I did not film an intro on Thursday. So this is the intro, but today, or over the course of the video, we are going to be cleaning up the whelping box area, moving Clover and her puppies out to the garage. We take Moon to a vet appointment to find out how many puppies she's got. They do an x-ray of her belly to see how many puppy spines are in there. So come along as we do all the things. All right, so the puppies are 4 weeks old as of yesterday. So today I'm getting their 4-week weights charted. I'm giving them fenbendazole, which is a dewormer. So we're giving it to Clover. Here's Clover over here. And we're giving it to the puppies. So they all get that for 5 days. So I'm starting them on that. And then while I'm at it, I'm also doing their nail trim. So meds, weights, nails is what I'm doing. So I will set you up while I do that. Meanwhile, Jency and I think JD and Jacoby are out in the kennel. I had cleaned the 2 end kennels because it is time to take Puppies and Clover out there. See, I may have mentioned earlier, but they are making a ton of noise at night. They keep everyone up. They just get so loud when they get older. And they have started eating puppy mush. And once they do, Mom kind of stops cleaning up all the poop, and it is now our responsibility to keep their area clean. So with all that, it's better for them to be in the kennel rather than right here in the house. And Moon is also due just next week, so we need to get this area all cleaned up and prepared for her to have her little puppies. The next day, I totally fell off the bandwagon of filming yesterday, but we did get Clover and her puppies moved out here to the kennel, and then I'll show you inside. We got the whelping box, actually Jency, not we, got the whelping box area all cleaned up and ready to go for Moon. Today we are taking Moon to her puppy count appointment. So yeah, here they are in the kennel. We have Clover and her puppy side by side here. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's like this opening. I can open this door. There's an opening in these kennels right here. So it has like a panel that you can just take off. So that way we keep that open. So Clover has her own space over here in this kennel. But then she can come through and hop in the whelping box. She hasn't really been wanting to do that very much anymore. She will occasionally go in to see the puppies and they start jumping to nurse on her. And then she's like, okay, I'm done. But then she's dripping with milk all over the place. But anyway, the puppies are over here. We got the potty trays set up for them. So they seem like they're doing a pretty good job already. I don't know how well you can see that, but it looks like they're already starting to kind of get the hang of it. I don't see a lot of messes over on that side, which is awesome. So I'll have to check with Jency. They get so loud, but I'll have to check with Jency on if she's done puppy mush with them this morning, but they're doing great. However, they did tell me, I just started their deworming medication, fenbendazole, yesterday. And Jency just told me this morning that the one puppy, the smaller one with the red collar, Abigail, had some weird poop. So This is kind of gross, but I'll show you guys anyway, just to keep it real. So she had told me it looked like the puppy pooped out spaghetti, and that is definitely what that looks like. Like, it's long and literally looks like spaghetti. So I'm assuming that's like some kind of worm, and I don't know if the dewormer medication like brought it out. I don't know, but I'm taking Moon to the vet today, so I'm not sure if I'll take that puppy with me, if I'll just take that poop sample with me and ask if they can like test it, see what they think, see if, you know, there's anything we need to do for that puppy. But that is what's going on this morning. I have the fenbendazole right here. I already did Clover, and I'm just gonna do all of the puppies now. Look how cute this guy is. So this is one of the traditional fawns, and when he was born, he was so dark. We have him and then a girl traditional fawn. And when they were born, Sam and I were like, what are these? Because their whole body was so dark. And a couple breeder friends told us that they were traditional fawns, which I know I talked about this in another video. But that tan body with the black mask. And we were like, how does the body lighten up that much? But it's been so cool to see that tan coming through and them start to lose that darkness. Of course, they'll always keep that black mask, as a traditional fawn does. But like, look how tan his head is. His body's getting more tan, just with like kind of exactly that kind of smokiness. I can't remember, sootiness. That's what the other breeder had called it. So kind of that like sootiness with the black kind of just shadowed over there. But look how cute his face is. He's just got the most gorgeous dark eyes and the tan head with the black mask. I just think these traditional fawns are so cute. Look at him. And this is George. George is still available and looking for his forever home, but he's just the sweetest guy. Now, buddy. He's so chill too. He's just so sweet. It's so hard when I'm giving the puppies like their medicines and they're being all chill like this. I'm like, I just want to snuggle with all of them. But if you're interested, the puppy application is below if you want to give George his forever home. She is the other traditional fawn. She's got fenbendazole on her mouth. But her coat is even a little bit lighter than George's. She's really getting super tan. I'll put a picture of her as like a newborn pup right here so that you can see how much lighter she's gotten. But it's just so crazy. And this sweet girl is available too. She looks almost identical to George. She's a female, so puppy application below. They seem to be enjoying it very much so. I know we've talked about this several times in previous litter videos, but something that we do when we start feeding puppy mush is we start to say, puppy. it kind of feels ridiculous to do. But you just say it over and over and during the time that they are eating the puppy mush. And basically what that does is it's kind of like a built-in recall, so that way when you bring your puppy home, they're still so young, and of course they don't know all the tricks and all the things yet, but they have that recall so that they know when they hear puppy, they're going to be getting food or a treat or whatever it may be. So that's just something that's super handy to have, because if you have a situation where, you know, you just brought this puppy home, you've only had it for, you know, a few days, a few weeks, whatever it is, maybe it's in your yard, maybe you took it over to some family or friend's house, and say, you know, they start running towards the road, or they start running towards something that you don't want them going towards, or you just want them to simply come back to you. If you say, puppy, they're probably gonna come back, because we have trained them that when they hear puppy, you know, they come and they get some food. So that is something that's awesome to have. Little fun fact about that. My dog, Brooklyn, I'll put a picture of her right here because she is so beautiful. She is from Kimber's first litter, which was actually the very first litter Ferguson Family Danes ever had. I was working for the Fergusons at that time as well, and of course I could not resist bringing a puppy home with me. So Brooklyn is mine. Her litter name was Lindor, like I said, from Kimber's first litter. But like I said, I named her Brooklyn, and over the course of having her, she got the nickname Brookie. So I would start, when I wanted her to come to me, or like if she was upstairs and I wanted her to come downstairs, I don't know why I started doing this, because I didn't even make this correlation for quite a while, but I would be like, Brookie! And she would always like perk up when I said it. She would always come to me when I said it. And I just thought it was so funny. I thought, like, just because I'm making, you know, a high-pitched noise with my voice and I'm like calling her all excited, that was why she was coming. But then I think it was one day maybe when I was here working, I made the correlation and I was like, I wonder if she still remembers puppy, and puppy sounds an awful lot like Brookie. So I just thought that was funny to throw out there. So it's crazy how it really does work, and how the dogs remember that for quite a while, because I can't remember if I've done that recently, but I've been doing that for a very long time since having her, just randomly saying that. And she always like perks up and comes. So it does work. It truly does work. So that's just a fun little note to throw in there. But I'm gonna let the puppies finish up their puppy mush, go inside and see what everyone is up to, see where my help is needed, and then I will be back to take Moon to the vet. Another funny thing I wanted to say real quick is it's almost alarming when you first start giving the puppies puppy mush, because their bellies get so big and so full, which is good because they're, you know, eating and doing what they need to do. But I remember with the first couple litters we ever had, the first time we gave them puppy mush, I was like, their bellies are so big. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see, because it's always just crazy to me. So I don't know how, like, look at this guy. That's George. Look how round his belly is right now. He looks like the roundest of them all to me at the moment. But like I said, it's just so funny how full they get. Look at that. I was almost concerned when we first started doing it with those first couple litters, because I was like, I feel like their belly's gonna pop. But, you know, they did it every time and they just got their fill. But there they are. This girl right here is the runt of the litter. She is almost half the size of everyone else, or most everyone else. But she is healthy, she's still gaining. She is the one that had that weird poop this morning with, I'm assuming, worms, so we'll see what's going on with that. But she, like I said, she's doing well. She's just a little bit smaller than everybody else. Like, look at her compared to Athena over here in the blue collar. She's just so tiny. All right, we are just headed to the vet. We got Moon here. Ryland's coming with me. She is getting big. I feel like it took her a while to pop. I feel like after we got her, I kept looking at her and I was like, is she even pregnant? Because she just really look pregnant, but she's definitely pregnant now. We can see that for sure. So Rylan, what is your guess? How many puppies do you think she's got?
Probably 10 or 8.
8 or 10? I was gonna say 8, and then I was talking to Sam before leaving, and she's thinking 7. So we shall see. So I was telling Sam too, we always make a post before taking the dogs to their puppy count appointment, and for some engagement and just a fun post, we ask our followers how many puppies they think the dog's gonna have, what their guesses are. And in the past, we've gotten some pretty high numbers. People guess like 10 puppies, 12 puppies, 14 puppies, you know, all these big numbers. And with her, they were kind of guessing like 6, 8, like these smaller numbers. So I was wondering, does she look that much smaller than the dogs have in the past? I don't know, or you know, what the reasoning was that people were making those guesses, but we shall find out shortly.
Hard to say.
Okay.
Because it's just a stomach, so it could be something hiding right under.
Right.
So, but I see 9 for sure. Another sweet.
That's awesome.
9 for sure.
Okay, so 9 puppies. That is so exciting. A bit higher than I think we were all anticipating. Well, you said 8 to 10. So you were right around the ballpark. I don't know if you guys heard in the clip I took, but Dr. Trofin had said that possibly 10 puppies because her stomach was pretty full of food. So it was very possible that there was another puppy kind of like hiding in there. So yeah, 9 or 10 puppies, which is a great size litter. And we are so excited to see all the beautiful, beautiful puppies that Moon has. Okay, so it is super sunny right now. Pardon my squinting. But Rylan and I got home from the vet with Moon a little while ago, and now I'm on to puppy pictures. So today is one of the days that I actually am really loving puppy pictures because the puppies are all kind of sleepy, which makes them the perfect models for some pictures. Because sometimes you try and take pictures when they're a bit playful, and it is, requires the most patience. But anywho, this is Betsy. She is a chocolate fawn merle. She doesn't have super strong spots like along her body, but they are there. We've seen them from the time she was born, and I don't know if you can see, but her nose is like speckled, so that is super cute. Betsy is still available as well, so check her out on our website. The application will be below, and I will pop up some of her pretty puppy pictures over here for you guys to see. She did so good. The only problem with this open panel from Clover's kennel to the puppy's kennel is every single time I've come in here to get a puppy to take it out to do pictures, as I'm grabbing the puppy or putting the puppy back, Clover just sneaks her way out and has to come try and follow me, and then I have to put her back in her kennel, and the cycle repeats. So, but I am grateful that she is comfortable, because there was a time, like this past winter, not long after we got her, I would come out to the kennel and I would try and take her for a walk each day, and as I would come in the kennel with the leash, she'd like book it out the doggy door. And when I did catch her, she would be all like huddled on the bed and all that. So it is good to see that she is comfortable and doing better with people. Huh, Clover? So she's a sweet girl. Yeah. You want to give her a kiss? Oh, she coming to give you a kiss. This little girl does not want to lay still for her photo, so I'm going to let her run around for a minute. My patience was tried on this one. She would not stay still. It is so frustrating when they will not stay still, but she is pretty stinking cute, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. Look at that face. Oh, and she's the tiniest, so she gets some grace. But that is all I think we've got for today. So thank you so much for watching this video and following along with Ferguson Family Danes. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next time. Bye.